Hey, what's up guys? I'm selling a set of 4 tires. The brand is Falken Azenis RT 615Ks. All 4 of these are in the same exact size, 225 40 R18s. Let me go ahead and show you the size, or the tread wear. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you what each tire looks like. This looks like it's just a small piece of wood. I do live in a wooded driveway area, so sometimes I have some pieces of wood or stone that are stuck in here. Nothing too severe. Here's a stone I have from my driveway that's stuck in there. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is tire number 2. As you can see, it has slightly better tread life than the other ones. This one does have I don't want to say a gash, but it does have a slit right there. I'm not sure what caused that, but let me go ahead and show you that it does not go all the way through. So pointing here and looking on the inside, you can see that there is no puncture to the inside of the tire wall. These are just some debris. So no puncture to the side, to the inner wall. It's just a gash to the outside of the tire, right over here. So that's the only blemish I can find with this one. Let's go to the next one. It's just some debris. This one probably has the best tread wear out of the group. Okay. And we have the last one here. Looks like it's just another stone stuck right there. Let's go into the inner wall of this, where my finger is, and make sure that there's nothing on the inside. Okay. So absolutely no damage to the inside part, although there is a pretty sizable piece of gravel sticking out right here. Let's go ahead and rotate with the rest of the tire. This one does have another small puncture right here. Or I shouldn't say puncture, that's the wrong word, just a gash. Let's go to the inside again of the tire. No damage to the inside membrane of the tire. Continuing to rotate. Another small abrasion here to the outside. Looking at the inner side of the tire. No puncture to the inside. This is just a small abrasion on the inside wall of the tire that rubs off. Okay, and yeah, that's all 4 tires there. A little information on the tires. These have, I would say, about 12,000 miles on them. So 90% of those miles were used for the freeway. This is a very, very sticky tire, which is pretty much as close to a track tire as you can get while still remaining street legal. Because this is a track tire primarily, the tread life isn't that great, which is exactly why after 12,000 miles These have been already worn almost down to the groove. But on the plus side, these give you a lot of stick. I was running these tires on my 18x8 Infiniti G35 wheels, and for an 18x8 wheel it fit great. I was able to take corners really hard. I'm also running a Craftworks supercharger kit, and even taking, you know, roundabouts or looping around on an on-ramp to get on the freeway, these tires grip really, really, really well. And they also do provide you with a lot of feedback in terms of where you're turning in. I didn't really realize how much feedback they provided until I went with my new set, which is the Falken PT722s. Also a great tire, but a little bit more of a numb feeling when steering, if that makes sense. With these wheels, the 615Ks, I had a much better idea of where my tires were pointing, and I felt much more confident going into a corner. Other plus sides, obviously these give you a lot of grip, so for those of you who are going to be accelerating in the second gear, maybe even first gear, as long as it's a dry track that you're running these on, I don't see these being a problem for providing you with grip. Downside with the tires, maybe a couple things. Obviously the tread life isn't that great, but as I mentioned, this is just meant to be a performance tire, so I'm assuming the person buying these will only be getting a couple track uses out of them. Another downside is it's a pretty noisy tire. It is also very stiff, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The fact that it's stiff means that it has this awesome sidewall that's almost 90 degrees on the left, which not only gives a great look, but provides you with a lot of traction in a turn. The downside to that is the stiffness of the wall and the tire does translate into a lot of vibration in the cabin, and a very stiff ride. It's night and day going from my PT722s to this. This is a lot stiffer. But as I mentioned, this is meant to be a track tire, so for those of you using that for this purpose, it really shouldn't be that big a deal because comfort isn't really a priority when you're on the track. And that's pretty much about it. As I mentioned, I've used these for a while, and I'm hoping that, you know, instead of throwing these away to the tire store when I change my tires, hopefully somebody will be able to get a track day or two use out of these. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a PM message. Again, Falken Azenis RT 615Ks, 225/40 18s for all four. All four have never been plugged, meaning there's never been a puncture that I've had to have it plugged with anything from a tire shop. And these were a great performance tire. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for taking a look.